It's time to get your geek on with Dave Vermillion.
All right. So over a month ago, we got a tip. And
Anonymous tip.
Tips come our way. We got a tip from a source who said that Alamo City Comics had abruptly closed. And they didn't tell their landlord about it. They just up and closed. They backed the truck up. They loaded their stuff up. They were gone overnight.
In the middle of the night.
In the middle of the night. Just whoop, they're gone. And Alamo City Comics was located on 281 in Brook Hollow on the north side of San Antonio.
They were inaugural sponsor of Get Your Geek On.
They were.
They actually were sponsoring us day one.
They were. Yes, they were. They were.
So
on
we
board.
like them.
Yes, we do. So I went down there to confirm it. I mean, it's not that I don't trust my sources, but at the same time, I don't want to just blindly report something, especially when it's not too far away from where I live. So I headed on down there, and sure enough, they were gone. The entire store was cleaned out, except for some wall brackets, and they left the fire extinguisher, which was cool.
Safety first.
Safety first. There was a bike lock on the front door to prevent me from me and anyone else from getting in, and there was a sign on the inside of the glass, pointing out saying that the owner had skipped out on his rent and he was gone. So, yeah, my source was correct. So I took some pictures. I tried to reach out to Alamo City Comics. Well, it turns out there are actually two stores called Alamo City Comics, which I'm not sure how that happens, but okay.
Well, one may be, and I'm not entirely sure. One may be like something else.
Like an online or
well,
something.
one
I'm
could
not
be
sure.
like having to do with stand-up comics or something like that. I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, that's true.
There's comics has different
Very true.
denotations.
So,
Definitely.
so when I made my post, I tagged them and I tried to reach out to them to find out what's going on. Turns out it was the wrong Alamo City Comics.
And why was it the wrong Alamo City Comics, Dave?
Because the current store that I was at had turned off their Facebook page. There was only one Alamo City Comics available, and how was I supposed to know it was the wrong one?
So at the time, there was no way for you to reach out
there was no way for me to know.
to the actual store.
So I tagged the wrong store, and they let us know. And as soon as they let us know, it was like an hour later, I think.
The tag was removed.
Yeah, we took the tag off because, my bad. I mean,
Definitely.
how was I supposed to know? And so we reported this, and all of a sudden we started getting comments. And I expected wow, I can't believe that they would close up. I can't believe they would skip out on their landlord like this. And it turns out the comments all of a sudden were directed at us.
Yes.
And it was, how dare you slander this business, and how dare you report without knowing what is going on or getting both sides of the story. Okay, first of all, it turns out that what happened was about 3 hours after we made our post announcing that they had closed up shop, their Facebook page came back and they made a press release type of post saying that there was a problem with the air conditioner.
You're being kind to call that a press release.
Well,
that was a
yeah.
statement.
I'm being nice. And so they said there's a problem with the air conditioner, and so they decided to move out because of the air conditioner, but they were going to set up shop somewhere else, and they'd let everybody know what would happen when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Now, keep in mind, this was about 10:30 at night. I have to get up for work at 5 to be at the office before 6. So when this happened, I was snoozing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was dead to the world when they posted this. So all of a sudden, people start saying, "Well, how come Get Your Geek On, y'all don't edit your post to show what had happened here?
Mm-hmm.
How come y'all haven't edited your post? It's been like 4 hours." Well, that's because y'all are making these comments at 1 o'clock in the morning when I was dead to the world.
And additionally, a whole day had passed.
No, this was later that night.
Oh, yeah, but a whole business day.
No. This was only 4, 5, 6 hours later.
Yeah.
July
I'm saying it was 10 o'clock.
No,
you
yes,
said.
it was July
at night.
July 17th.
Yeah.
July 17th, and you know why? How I know this? This was the last post that they have made.
Yeah, we'll get to that here in a second. So to kind of clear the air there, that's the timeline. We made our post announcing that this is what we had discovered. I tried to reach out, tagged the wrong business because we didn't know any better. My bad. And then we then they made their post several hours later after we had already gone to bed. Or at least I had, and Goose didn't. I mean, you just keep track of this all the time. So here's what happened. So when I awoke at 5 a.m. to see all of these comments, the first thing I did was edit the post. And I made sure to put update, here's what they said in their press release. And then we continued to get accusations of slander, and you don't know what you're talking about, you don't know both sides of the story, you're not reporting all the facts. Well, we reported the facts as we had them, and we had made efforts. And people asked, how come you didn't reach out to the owner? Well, the owner has an extraordinarily common name for San Antonio. I don't want to say his name because I don't want to throw him under the bus or make it sound like I'm accusing or anything.
But it's similar to like a John Smith, where it's
something like that in San Antonio.
Yes,
so I didn't want to do anything like that because there were like 5,000 of them out on Facebook. I didn't know which one to talk to.
And we would have gone through the Facebook page, but the Facebook page was
down.
there.
It was down at the time. So they make their post, which was made July 17th, and there has not been another post since, even though people are asking, hey, what about my subscriptions? Hey, what about my layaway items? And there's been no response since. Now, we have reached out to that Facebook page, and we've invited the owner to come on the show and talk about what's happened and where are they going? Where are they locating to? What side of town? Where's their business going? And no response. In fact, you know how you can tell if they've even looked at the message?
You haven't gotten that.
I haven't gotten that yet
Yes,
either.
sir.
So there's just nothing going on. So we want them to come on the show. We want to find out what's going on because they're a part of the geeky community.
Definitely.
And there's not a lot on the north side of town as far as geeks are concerned. So we would like, for them to reach out, but so far, nothing.
Should we say the words open invitation?
Oh, anytime. Man, anytime they want to come on and chat about it, we're more than happy to chat.
So
or if they want to give us a statement for us to read out,
yeah,
I can
just
I can do
please
that too.
let us know. Give it to us if you know the people involved with it. Let them know they have a standing invitation. Now they can't just show up on a Thursday, but they prior notice.
You got to arrange it first.
But if you would love to tell us what happened, tell your customers and your community what happened.
Where are you headed? We'd like to know.
We want
where
to
you're
know
relocating.
because one, you helped get us on the air originally.
Yep.
We actually am very grateful for you, and so are so many people, and we want to make sure that your story is told
Right.
from your side of it.
Yeah, I mean, we reported the facts as we had them, and there was no other place to get the facts from. So that's what happened regarding Alamo City Comics, and hopefully at some point we'll get some word that we can give back to San Antonio. And let y'all know where they're relocating to so that y'all can go get your layaway, you can go get your subscriptions and so on.
Yeah, because you always want to add strength to the community and give them
Absolutely.
the opportunity to do that.
We're glad you watched this video. We work really hard to put out some great quality content for geeks out there. If you like that video, don't worry about it because there are plenty more out there. You can click right here to find more videos, more interviews, more clips, more fan theories, more of just really everything out there under the sun that we do. But you can also click here and mash that subscribe button because that way you just don't miss it. You get a little ping. You don't have to go digging for anything. We bring the news right to you. Just mash that subscribe button. You're good to go.